This is the MGTOW Infinium here with another Infinium training session. This Infinium training session is entitled, Who Hurt You? You're Broken. Now, my MGTOW brothers, I'm sure you're aware of the actress Leslie Jones. Leslie Jones, who is the of Ghostbusters fame, the remake that they made a few years ago, starring all females, which flopped. But I'm sure you're aware of Leslie Jones and her assessment that men are broken because they don't want to date women like her. And that furthermore, not only that men are broken, that these men who don't want to date her have mental issues and need mental help. Now, let me talk about this. This is one of many notions which is being pushed out by the feminist plantation state in order to force men to return to or entice men into its slave pits. As well, it is an overall assault on who we are as men because of its insidious nature, pointing out so-called faults in men as a way of deflection as to where the problems actually lie, which the problems are at the feet of women at this point. Going on, the problems that men have are in the stage of many. So, which according to the feminist plantation state, there are now a multiplicity of faults which broken men have. For example, number one, young men would now rather play video games as opposed to having a serious relationship with women. So the feminist plantation state says that young men are diverting their desire to have a relationship with a woman and fulfilling that with playing video games. Something which the feminist plantation state feels is a waste of time. Number two, men overall are becoming more and more disinterested in having sex with women. There have been multiple studies out now saying that men are losing interest in having sex with women, that men are resorting to waifus or quote unquote sex dolls to have relationships with, or basically, quote unquote, they just rub it out, get it over with, and call it a day rather than to have a relationship and have sex with a woman. Number three, men cannot handle today's strong feminist women because they're weak. Oftentimes, my brothers, we are told that we men are weak and unable to handle the strong, opinionated woman, handle her actions, her capabilities, whatever, because we are weak and we are incapable of, again, handling the strong feminist woman. Number four, men have inappropriately closed their hearts to women and are following cult-like practices like red pilling and philosophies like MGTOW. Number five, men have inappropriately closed their resources to women because of those cult-like practices and philosophies. Number six, men are wrong overall because they are now refusing to dialogue or talk to women in general. Now, again, the aforementioned is why women like Leslie Jones, Charlize Theron, Tommy Lahren, etc. are missing it. This is because, along with the feminist plantation state, these women inappropriately place the blame for the great war between men and women solely at the feet of men. when in reality, it is the overall lack of accountability on the part of women, and that deflection of that lack of accountability upon men, which is the real problem. In short, when it comes to the problems between men and women, it is past high time that women take a look in the mirror of reality in regards to the source of the problems. My mentor brothers, I will take myself as an example in terms of what Leslie Jones is saying. I would not in no way want a woman like Leslie Jones or Tommy Lahren in my life, because even with all their riches and wealth, they bring nothing to my table but disturbia. As well, given their derogatory statements and actions, it would be impossible for women like these to submit to a man like me because they would consider me as weak. In short, these women, along with the feminist plantation state, would consider my masculinity as well as my right to lead in a relationship with a woman as toxic. So, my mentor brothers, this is why I have stated in past Infinium training sessions that dialoguing with women in this day and age is worthless. You will hear women running around, we have a problem. You will hear women running around that we cannot close our hearts, we cannot close ourselves off to women. But when you dialogue with them, when we men try to dialogue with them, it is the same thing over and over, that we are the problem. We are causing society to fail. We are causing all the birth rates to go down. We're causing the marriages to go down. We have no right to say, no, we don't want to be divorce rate. We have no right to say that we have rights. We have no rights in regards to the feminist plantation state. That's what it is. So therefore, again, there is no reason, no merit for we men to now dialogue with women in something, in a conversation which results in fruitlessness and a no end to the source of the problems, a no end to the issue, or the issues, I should say. As well, my brothers, as I've repeatedly said in past Infinium training sessions and past videos I have posted, that there is no benefit to you as a MGTOW to either cohabitate with or to marry women in this day and age. My brothers, remember, it is not you who is broken. It is the failure on the part of women to take accountability for their actions. And finally, my brothers, don't ever take the words of a Leslie Jones or a Tommy Lahren or whoever that you're broken, that you're trash, that you need mental help, to your heart, to your inner being, because it is mind vomit as well as pure BS. My MGTOW brothers, remember, your duty as a MGTOW is not to serve the feminist plantation state. Your duty and responsibility is to be free and to walk freely along the MGTOW road, which takes you to freedom. So again, my brothers, you have all the options when it comes to the MGTOW philosophy. It is not women like Leslie Jones who dangle their wealth and their riches. I have all of this. You can date me, or like, was it Mackenzie Bezos, or formerly Bezos, who are down dating, trying to get men and trying to get men attracted into their Venus flytraps. You, my brothers, because of the MGTOW philosophy, have all the options. And you do not need to throw those options away willy-nilly because of a woman like Leslie Jones who says that you're broken when in reality you are not. In fact, you, again, my brothers, are doing something that a Leslie Jones or Tommy Lahren or any simp is doing. You're doing something that is dynamic, that is powerful, that is profound, and that is walking in freedom along a road that takes you to freedom. That is something that, again, many simps cannot do, the women in the feminist plantation state cannot do, but you as a MGTOW are doing on a daily basis. And you must remember that every time a woman tries to down you, tries to say that you're not enough, that you're not who you say you are, you're not who you think that you are, you have to remember that you are doing something that they cannot do. And you are remaining free from a system that tries to enslave you, that tries to drain your resources, that tries to put you down as a man, that denies you your freedom, that denies who you are as a man, denies your masculinity. You are following a philosophy that says yes to everything the feminist plantation state says no to. And which, above all else, the MGTOW philosophy says, yes, you can be free. So remember that again, as you journey along the MGTOW road, that these words, these statements, these insidious statements, which are beyond derogatory, my brothers, again, that's not you. That's not your problem. And again, your only duty, your only responsibility is to now walk in freedom and in peace. This is the MGTOW Infinium, and this has been an Infinium training session. My MGTOW brothers, now more than ever, stay safe, stay strong, stay on the MGTOW path, and remember, MGTOW is the liberation of men's minds. MGTOW cannot and will not be stopped.